What is up, YouTube? Back again, another video. It has been a while since I put out a video. A lot of stuff going on. Obviously, everybody knows that this whole Corona thing is going on, but not just that. We've had a couple storms, one hurricane here recently. We did have a few issues with the truck after my last video. We put a new motor in it. Said there was no oil leaks. Well, we did pick up an oil leak. Where the distributor goes into the intake, it wasn't sitting flush because we have custom heads. They've been shaved and ported, so our gaskets wasn't fitting right. So I had to take the motor back apart. We pulled the heads back off. I sent the heads back to a machine shop to have them checked. That took a while. They got delayed because of the storm and everything else. So it's just been a while since I've been able to make a video of the truck or anything else. But we do have some exciting stuff coming up. We do have some new news. The truck is running again. As you can tell, I do have the heads back on it. The motor is all back together. I did change the distributor. We went ahead and put an MSD on there. So we have an upgraded distributor and it's sitting flush now. So as you can tell, the motor is all back together. There is no oil leaks as of yet, but we did find another problem with it after I got this done. So before we went to Houston this last time, a few months back, we welded the rear end up to have PosiTrack, and we went ahead and bought a spool. We showed a list of all kind of parts that we ordered online. That was one of the things we got in. So we're out here today trying to pull the rear end apart to go ahead and put the spool in it. And as you can see, we got some stuff done to it. The axles are sticking out of the truck, and when we pulled it apart, we had a few gears broke in the rear end down here. Let me see if y'all can see that. So you can see it's all apart right now, and we got it all cleaned up. But let's see. This is what actually broke these gears here. So whenever we had them welded and it broke, let's see if y'all can see that some of the teeth right here broke off of this gear and a few of these gears here. There's one good spot. Let me see. Right there. See that break? So it's a good thing that we're changing this anyhow. I'm putting the spool in now because we do have a race event coming up and we want to have PosiTrack. So there's our brand new spool right here, and that will replace the gears that got messed up. So we went ahead and cleaned all that up. Our pinion gear, everything still looks fine there. So once we put the spool back in it, we'll have PosiTraction, and all those broke gears won't matter no more. So I'm glad we went ahead and took it apart because there is an event coming up. We're going to in Baytown, Texas, right by Houston. Another Cleetus and Cars event. So October 2nd, we'll be out there all day. There's going to be a quarter-mile race now, obviously, probably some eighth mile too, but we're going to run quarter. And burnout contest, obviously. The burnout pit they'll have all set up, so we're going to try to film that this time. Last time we were there, we didn't get to because the crowd was so big we couldn't even see it. We couldn't even see it in the back of a pickup truck. There was so many people there, so we didn't get a chance to experience the whole burnout pit. But we're actually working on getting us a burnout car that we can bring with us. So we won't just have this truck, we're going to have a burnout car too, because that's half of the show, and I think that might be one of the most fun parts of it. So a little update video. We're going to give y'all a good drive along here soon once we get the rear end put back together. We got some new lug nuts ordered. Let me tell y'all this too. See, we do have spacers because I'm going to run these tires right here daily. We're just going to put these on here and just drive it on these. That way we're not wearing out our race set. These are the R888s that we put on here. So we'll have two sets of rims, but I have to put spacers to fit these rims on it. But we're not going to race with those because we're going to race with these tires, and these don't need spacers. So that's just for the street driving set. So no worries there. But we are getting the interior together. I'm about to have that seat bolted down today. I don't know if I'm gonna have the second one bolted in, but we don't need the second one to race, obviously. So we'll get the harness bolted and that seat in at least. We do have about a week and a half or so left before we go to Houston, so it gives me a little bit of time to finish it. But we're gonna try to get to the track here in Gulfport before we go. So once the rear end is good, if like today's Tuesday, so maybe tomorrow, if it's not raining and we have it all back together, we'll go ahead and go to Gulfport and try to make a few passes for y'all there before we go to Houston. But that's the next event, Cleetus and Cars, October 2nd, and we'll be there. So until next time, we'll see y'all soon.